Meanwhile, we are gearing up here for draw number 6. Both Mark and I, Mark McDonald, known to everyone else as Many Beers, who enjoying his pretzel.
Oh, I am enjoying my pretzel.
And myself, Roland, husband of Nancy, commenting on yet another draw.
The other headset's right over there, Jeff.
In the beautiful curling club of Bucks County, where the ice is a little faster than yesterday. Temperatures gone down 20 degrees overnight. When you can notice it, the ice is noticeably less greasy, easier to scrape, and most teams have had a little problem with the speed. We are in the second draw of the winners of yesterday, or actually might be the first draw of the losers yesterday.
It is the first draw of the losers of yesterday.
So, first draw of the loser yesterday, and again, many of them trying to avoid that wonderful spot of 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
There's pretty much no way to avoid this for 4 of these teams.
As with many bonspiels, if you do a lot of these, the first thing you look at is how can I avoid being in the worst possible draw time there is. Like having 9 o'clock one night and then the next morning at 8. And so we're gearing up here on sheet A. It's Philly Bucks Diamond team, skipped by Mark Wheeler, against Philadelphia 1, skipped by Emily Anderson. The featured game is Chesapeake, named to be determined, still, I guess. Skipped by Joyce Johnson against Potomac, or Potomac.
Potomac. It's the Potomac Thruway.
You do the other two sheets, I can't see them. It's too far
Oh,
away.
that would be sheet C and sheet D.
Someone playing on sheet C.
Well, it is a Bucks versus Bucks on sheet D. It's your favorite dessert on sheet D, and followed by cocktails on sheet D. And on sheet C, it's Albany versus Bucks 5. The 5th Bucks team that's in this field.
A lot of Bucks.
Yeah, there's 8 Bucks teams.
Wow. Well,
you have to press the button on the.
Oh, you want the mic? Oh, you can take over for me. That's fine.
No, he's got it. He's fine.
We don't have to have 3 people commanding.
He's good. So Bert's trying to figure out how to start the clock so we can actually have a running clock right now.
Well, he's not running.
Joe's got it, I believe.
Well, here on the featured sheet, we have at least 3 players with names on their back, so that should be.
Does that mean that they're good or bad, Roland? I have no idea.
I don't know. I mean, the bonspiels that I play in, we normally don't like the teams with the names on their back, so I have to tell you that. But I'm sure they're very nice teams with names on the back, but a number of them are just a little too competitive, off and on the ice.
You better curl well if you have your name on your back.
So we expect this team to show us some Potomac magic. And they're taking on Chesapeake, who yesterday lost their game to Bucks team.
Well, they all lost their first round games, as you mentioned earlier. So this is the Battle of the Bees.
Battle of the Bees. For one of them, it's continuing in B. For another one, is going back to C.
Yes.
Where they will meet up with the losers of the game just before here.
None of these teams can allow, but they can be in a real bad position come tomorrow. The old 8 o'clock red eye. We've all played in that 8 o'clock red eye, Roland. And Jeff?
Yeah, and if you lose it, you're out.
Yes. Sometimes that's a good thing. It's more drinking for the weekend.
But I'm sure that's not on their minds here. Where Ray, Farmer, and Johnson, that's their names. And Fancy Pants.
And Fancy Pants.
Throwing now is a friend of Buck's, Cody Johnson.
He's a little low on the volume.
Yeah, put your mic a little closer there, Jeff.
Yeah, it takes a lot of experience to do this right.
Looks like Cody's going to do a nice takeout here. Oh, maybe. They might have swept it actually a little wide there.
So our audience can only see seat number B, so we probably should tell them that they're lucky to have seat B because not so much going on in sheet C and D.
Well, the deal is, if you didn't have sheet B, you wouldn't hear us talking because we wouldn't have no telecast.
Yeah,
And we could just make up shit.
Wouldn't that be a blessing?
If we didn't have a telecast on B, I won the whole damn thing. No one would know any different.
So first end always a bit of a careful end. People watching how the ice is, making a few mistakes, get it going. And me but just blabbering on, drinking my Hoegaarden.
So it looks, I believe this team from Potomac has, or Potomac, as you say, has been playing around for a while together as a team. They were definitely in the dikes together, right, Jeff?
Yes, they were.
Well, you get to know each other well as a team. That helps.
They're really straight shooters.
I think we're now at Vice Rocks.
Oh, we have a little,
That's
almost a little slippage there on sheet
real
A.
nice shot by Cody.
Wide open for a takeout, though, and
Yeah. Sitting there wide open.
and what does Red have hammer, right? No, Red does not have hammer.
Yeah, blue starting off really nice here.
I mean, it's definitely set up for at least one. This looks a little wide, but it is control weight. It will move. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, it'll be enough. Oh, this will be fine. This is going to end up hitting just on nose.
And
Maybe roll over a
little
tad. Yeah, all right.
and inviting the same shot back. Okay, Ray's probably going to try and hit and roll over a bit on the cover. Snugly lying with the other blues.
Well, we have the Pittsburgh team that came off a big extra end victory here in front of us. And when is your next game, guys? 6:45. That's much better than our 9 o'clock game that we get because we lost our game. We're still curling. That's right. It's either that or I'm drinking, and either one's a winner. This is definitely looking like it's going to be a hit, takeout, 3 for blue.
Yeah, it's very tough to avoid it unless they double here.
As
you could do.
You got to hit this and roll over, I would hope, right?
Yeah, there's double, but not with that weight.
No, you better hit and roll over and just freeze against those back blues.
But with that weight, it's not even going to hit.
I don't even know. What do you think, Jeff? I think that's just draw weight, maybe, or
Yeah.
that's back line. She just missed it.
One more in the line of Austrian takeout.
That Austrian takeouts has been it's been a useful term today.
At our level, it's.
So what do you think? You just put something top 12 here?
I like what he's saying. Curl over to the other side, but then you're still giving a freeze possibility, but it ain't going to outcount the one on the dot. I don't mind a guard here either. Do you?
No, I do not mind a guard actually.
I like you were saying, guard that up, but that's definitely he's drawing under cover.
Yeah, he's trying to make a nice collection of cuddly blue rocks there on the right.
Gave it a little extra handle here. Let's see what happens.
The old gyroscope.
The old spinneroo. Maybe he's trying to scrub off some speed.
It's tough to guard. It looks good, actually. Pretty good.
It ticks fine here.
That's nice.
It's fine. It's behind the tee line. It's not going to outcount anything.
If I were Red, I would start to worry right now.
Well, now if you do have a double here for Red, hit on that outside, and you will stay in the house and be counter.
I think she's going for the hit on the middle one, though.
It's a left-hander, though. This is a problem for the left-hander. It's the in-turn.
Ooh.
And she looks narrow on her delivery. But she actually corrected.
Yeah, she's going for the rock in the middle.
But this is light. This is light.
Sweepers are on it pretty early.
It's not the side they wanted to hit on, but at least she made the hit.
And it's wide open, of course.
Yeah, I think they definitely wanted to hit on the inside of that rock.
Okay, I guess they're not going to hit it at a lot of speed. That's a lot of ice.
I think he's talking about the hit and roll over, I guess. It better not be the ice for the takeout.
Okay, that looks better.
Oh, we have a big head in front of us.
A big head,
A fan favorite, apparently, here at Bucks. He must be a Potomac fan.
We have a Potomac portrait.
Oh, there we go. There we go. You can't miss when your big head's up. It's not allowed. It's against the rules.
We have a cutout for Snyder, who apparently has an ardent fan in the audience here.
Snyder's big in the D.C. area. Daniel Snyder owns the Redskins.
Let's see, he's trying to hit and roll under.
Coming with like control-ish weight here, Roland.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, what do you think? Think he's going to hit on the, it looks good if they're sweeping it. This is exactly what he's calling for.
Very nice shot.
Hit and roll over, this is perfect.
Yes, excellent.
That is an excellent shot.
Nice.
Okay, so now you start to really worry when you're Red. Have to get there and cut it down. Can't be heavy.
This, if the weight's there, this is fine.
Yeah, I can cut him down quite considerably.
I think this is a really nice shot here.
Might be a little heavy. Well, what do you do?
It's actually a sitting shot right now.
It is sitting shot. Can you chip it out? I don't know if you can chip it out at all.
That would be the best shot.
I just don't know if you can.
Well, I don't think you have much of an. I mean, you don't want to draw for one.
No, I'd rather give up one than draw for one here.
If you just hit a little bit of it, you might lose one blue. Still got.
I think if they can really just skinny it, they'll sit four.
Yeah, but you lose the shooter.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what weight you're throwing here. You just got to move it enough to get it to the greens.
Wrong. You want a subtle shot.
Yes. A subtle tap.
With that ice, it's not going to be subtle.
No, this is not going to be a subtle shot. Oh, they're on it. He looks real narrow here. Oh, he's all over the front guard.
Well, it will be a surprising development.
If they can hold it, I think he's all over that guard.
He is. Oh, that's a shocking development here after a really
wow,
nice
that's a hell of a steal there. I mean, looking at what it was looking at, she came out of nowhere and got one.
I think the head has to become a little smaller.
Yes. That's really the. That was really a check up, pull up your pants, and make the shot, and she did it.
Okay, very nice rescue there from the Chesapeake skip.
So how far is Chesapeake from Potomac Curling Club?
Not that far, actually.
So are they probably well known. They know each other. They've curled against each other.
It could very well be. Chesapeake, of course, I mean, they have rather short ice time because they only get ice, I think, in the middle of November or something. So they, when the gun show vacates the premises, that's when. Yeah, we've been there a couple times with the fun spiel. Very nice spiel. Okay, so the early jitters are gone, and now we're in full swing. I mean that.
The front end was congratulating her, and it well should be. That was a hell of a shot to get in there for one, and they set up the perfect tight guard. It's playing by the book right here. Guard in the middle, take away the draw ports, and they're playing by the book too. Try to put it over in the wings. And they're playing well ahead of schedule here.
Yeah, they're fast.
No updates here, and no one's hung the score up.
You just have to guess.
Well, as we said earlier, that's curling etiquette. They're waiting for the voices to put them up, and the voices are too busy sweeping right now, and they're going to wait till their shot.
Excellent ideas. See some feeble attempts at sweeping on sheet C.
So, Roland, I'm seeing a lot of timers out there. Are you a fan of the timing?
I already had a prediction. I think it's a very good instrument that I prefer not to use.
I'm not a fan of it myself. One, I'm untimable, and two, I like to have a feel for the rock if I'm playing front end or sweeping. I can kind of judge it better than looking at a clock.
Hey, it's since many use them, it must be good for something. It must be good because they are actually thinking about outlawing them.
I think it's good for sales. That's about it. What do you think, Jeff?
I
Are you a clock guy?
About 50% of the time, but don't rely on it too much. Just to get a little bit of a head start on the
Well, you could be a purist and say there's no place in this game for any additional tools to use.
Exactly. I think we should just use our feet instead of brooms.
Hands. So the clock can give you if you use it well, can give you particularly good time for the sweepers to know how deep it is.
If it's consistent.
I
If it's not a consistent delivery, it means absolutely nothing.
The part that I'm sort of more ambiguous about is for people to use it to know how they can get out of the hack, because that requires some kind of magical knowledge about how your muscle strength relates to the clock.
I just think at our level of play, Roland, we're never consistent coming out of the hack. You have no idea what the speed we're coming out at. We're either hot, we're low, so that's where it throws the big void into it. But that's just my thinking. I'm old school.
I'm no school. I don't do practice runs. I don't.
No,
do
you don't.
stretches.
Yeah.
Got the hammer shot on sheet A.
Yeah, they do. This is.
Philadelphia's looking to do an angle raise here. Try and.
They need to because they're
down.
Sitting two for Philly. Oh, for Mark Wheeler's team.
Daniel Duck coming in.
Oh, this is going to be fine, but I think it's going to be too heavy to stick around. Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, that's a shame. That's a hell of a shot.
A hell of a shot.
It was.
Yeah, steal of one.
But it was a hell of a shot just
Yes,
for steal one.
Here on sheet B, Cody's bringing the heat on this shot.
He's going to flash. He did tick. Oh, look at that. A fortunate tick to roll in for shot.
Rolling for shot looks like it's almost completely buried there behind that center.
Was the ticky tacky wicky wacky?
Did Wheeler forget his broom? He did.
No, he throws with a.
Oh, he throws with stabilizer. Okay.
Not a stick.
Oh, he does. Oh, when did that happen?
Well, he's injured himself. Meanwhile, on sheet B, Chesapeake trying to.
I think they're going to do another tap here, Roland.
Yeah.
Another double-double.
Double tap.
That's got to have some weight to make a double-double tap. Otherwise, you just guard it up.
It's not coming in so much here.
So now you're going to do a triple tap. Yeah, well, you're giving yourself options. Now, do you
It's
have
the old Tony Snyder approach.
Do you have the balls just to blow up a red here so they can't do that? Just blow it up, smack it in there?
Would be a good idea.
I like it. I think Snyder likes it. Just get rid of the shit in front.
I think if you hit it just right, all three will go. Now, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I agree. I think you can hit. If you just hit on the inside of that top one, all three will go. And the blue will sit there at the rings, maybe even cover up the other blue.
Well, let's see. That'd be a nice shot. Has to be pretty straight. Give some oomph.
Well, he definitely threw weight. I think it's end up going to hit in the nose instead of the inside, which means just a one here. Well, he moved himself further over, and he did put a guard out there, so it's not a bad outcome. They still have a raise here. They can do it real easy with a tap. T-line weight here. I'll move this thing to maybe the back 4 foot.
You read her mind. Which is a scary thing.
Yeah, don't ever read my mind.
The proverbial slime pit. It needs to curl an awful lot, or it's going directly in. It looks a little heavy to me.
We have some new fans that came in. They're carrying a baby. I hope everything's fine. The baby's enjoying their curling. Let's get them started young, get them started early. Well, again, they're going to try to blow this up.
Yeah, this time they might lose their own.
This is the problem here. I don't know if I go for this. A guard might be the better shot here, Roland.
I'm afraid that
I think if you hit the inside one, you're going to drive your blue out of there.
Yep. What do you need here? Wallet?
That's hanging outside a little bit.
Oh, that's all you have to do to get that?
Well, it worked in some way. You need money for Joe?
Yeah, that's right. I have 60 in my.
Yeah, you could take 80.
Buying block pools?
That's what happens. Money comes in, money goes out.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Especially the going out part.
Yeah, my money goes out quicker than it comes in. Oh, yeah, Mac wants to know if Gelman is on the headset. He is.
But he's a little on the light side. So
Yeah, he has to bring the mic a little closer to his face.
Hey, don't be talking about my face.
Yeah. You got to put it on the good side of your face, Jeff.
Oh, it is.
Nice shot from Red, but it will not be lying covered. So an excellent choice, excellent chance here for Team Potomac or Potomac. I like Potomac. I mean, for some reason, I like that's sort of the Russian way.
Potomac.
Potomac. For Team Potomac to hit and roll under and lie 2.
Hey, Mark, when was the last time you were at the Nishamini Mall?
The Nishamini? I love Nishamini. I grew up right on the Nishamini Creek. Ah, boy, this could be narrow. Nah, they did a good job sweeping. That's fine. Look at this.
Nice.
Roll under cover.
Nice
That's a
ball
great
there.
sweep there, folks. That's great sweeping.
Beautiful shot from Team Potomac. Is it Potomac?
It is Potomac.
Are you sure?
It is Potomac. All right, right here is just trying to throw a guard. I don't understand this one. All right, well, she still has one more shot here.
I'm just going to say, and going to keep on calling it Potomac, I think.
You call. Are you going to Wikipedia to see what the proper?
No, you were correct. I mean, I stand corrected. It is Potomac.
It's fine.
I don't just.
How do you say Chesapeake?
Chesapeake.
You don't say Chesapeake. So on sheet C, Jeff, who's skipping that team?
Ben Hellman.
Oh, Ben is. Okay.
Yes.
That's the team that was in the dikes together too, right? Or
No,
close to
it's only one of them.
I thought Ben did.
Ben did play, but yeah.
I thought Mark played too as well.
Mark was with me.
Oh, that's right.
I think Potomac is looking at a big score here. If they hit and roll, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, they're holding hammer here, so they're controlling this end.
But they're going for the more conservative guard there.
No, I like the hit right now.
Yeah, they don't.
I mean, I guess they're guarding the draw in, but I mean, again, if they get the one draw and you're still only down 2-0 and you're still holding hammer, and you basically controlled the ends.
Yeah, the line.
Yeah, they changed. Well, maybe not. I was going to say maybe they changed their mind and go for the hit.
Maybe the guy with the big hat knows.
The big head.
Yeah, the cutout. So you know what shot he's going to try?
I don't know. That's a lot of ice for the guard.
He may be trying to put another one in there, maybe hanging.
He was calling for the guard. He's definitely going to go for a draw here with that handle.
Yep. So maybe trying to plug one right on top of the
you know what? Hey, Roland, if you can get this thing top 8, not out counting your backstone, but out counting the red, that's fine too.
As long as you don't lie in the open, because then you give her a chance to get in.
No, that's really just guard weight.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to block her draw. Well, he definitely blocked the draw. All she's got to do is touch outside yellow, though.
True.
That draw is there.
No,
That's got to be perfect weight.
No, but I mean, hey, she just threw the last one. She froze down to it, and she threw perfect weight.
We know that Chesapeake can get out of trouble. They just showed it in the first end, and they'll have to do it again here. Okay, she's trying to put it right behind there.
This looks a little hot. Yeah.
Not coming in.
Nah, this is just hot. That's hack weight.
Not even a courtesy suite.
That is, well, you could stop her from hitting a hack. That does help for the ice guys. They don't like to repair the holes in the ice that when the hack gets knocked out, but that's fine. It wasn't that much weight.
Okay, one thing is sure here. Potomac will get 2 points back. They might get 3.
This is set up for 3 here.
And there's someone with a curling stone on their head.
Yes. So they're going for the draw again, not the takeout. Sometimes you prefer the takeout as your easier shot than trying to find draw weight here. Do you agree, guys?
Yes.
I would rather do a takeout than a draw on my last shot anytime.
Anytime. But that's why we curl at the leagues we are.
Yes. It's probably why I threw the 2-guard when I tried to draw the top of the house.
Oh, you might be right. You might be light.
Yeah, this is why the hit would be the perfect shot here, folks.
No, it doesn't even.
No,
it doesn't even get over the hawk line.
The problem is you give up points doing that. They're the points you need later on. The hit would have been the easier shot.
True.
Well, Potomac's on the board now with 2.
They are with 2. You can't be greedy. You got to take your 2, be happy, throw your next stone. Forget about that one. You got 6 more ends to play.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
Meanwhile, the sprinkles are flying on sheet D.
All right, so a little update on the scores here. Sheet A is looking 1-0.
For Team Wheeler there.
Wheeler, right?
Yeah, looks like all the sheets in the first end.
Sheet
Everyone
C,
took 1.
I think Team Wheeler looks
like Albany again. And on sheet D, Cocktail stole 1 on the first end. This would be big for Comrade if he could get himself a win here. First time skipping and a big spiel. That's a nice.
It's,
well, Cocktail set up for 2 here at least. If he can just guard this up.
What do we call that shot again?
And an Amsterdam flash. Call that an Amsterdam hash.
Okay, Brian Dutt is trying to change the score here and get a solid 2 on the board, or maybe a 3.
All right, on sheet B, it looks like a takeout here. They're trying to be on it. They're on it hard just to keep it onto the stone. They got it. They got it. I don't know if the stone will stick around in the house. Probably not. And for some of you non-curlers out there, you cannot sweep that stone until it crosses the tee line. That is the hash mark that's in the house. If you're looking at it, you see 4 lines in there, and the hash that goes horizontal is the dividing line where you're not allowed to sweep as the opposing skip until the stone completely crosses. That's always people think that as soon as it touches, but it has to completely cross before they can sweep.
Now, Mark, you are a wonderful guy, and I can understand that if you were Vic Sioni and you would try to explain to an American audience that just happens to go to the curling channel by accident that you do this. But do you really think anyone logged into this channel doesn't know how curling rules work?
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that there's a few people out there that are just tuned in because they just love hearing our rhythmic tones over the airways. So in other words, Roland, F you.
My pleasure. Always there to please. But it was a very good explanation. I mean, it was and another way of keeping 30 seconds of airtime.
Well, I mean, what else can we talk about?
The way they dressed. I mean, there's this time there's not that many outfits out there. Like last draw, we had the Star Wars crew out here.
No, we are basically plain dressed. A couple curling pants here out there on sheet C.
On sheet A, we've got the curling stone
hat. Oh, we do have the curling stone hat, yes. You got Cocktails wearing his cocktail pants. You have I don't know what, skulls on sheet C.
Well, there's not really a theme.
No, and then you have checkered pants on sheet B.
I mean, this morning we saw the mariachi with the sombreros.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't do them any good, but it was.
No, they did.
They
they won that in extra ends.
Oh, they did.
That would be the guy sitting right in front of us.
Oh,
that is
my apologies.
Mark, what was your attire this morning? What pants?
I wore my pink pants that I've never lost in until today. So now they can be retired.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's that superstition thing.
Yeah,
any sportsman.
I came right out of that. I came right out of the gun, brought in my big pants, and big pants did not carry as well today. So I'm going with my second favorite pair of pants tonight, and we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to spoil it for everybody.
The way you are drinking, you might wear a set of Depends as well.
I would like to wear a set of Depends because there was a time out there earlier I looked like I could probably pee in a bucket.
It is tough. I mean, once that leak springs, it's tough, and the ice doesn't help.
No, you get out there, cold ice on the kidneys never is a good thing, is it?
It is not.
It's
like I said, when you put 6 in, 5 eventually have to come out.
Many curlers have made that rush.
Okay, over on sheet A, Daniel Dutt about to throw the hammer shot. Philadelphia sitting 1, chance to draw in there for a second.
Or hit for a second.
Yeah.
Which is what we just discussed before.
This is,
I would hit.
Yeah.
You got to go for the hit.
But we will see. Maybe he is cool as an ice cube and
Nah,
draws in.
That's a hit.
That's your better shot, I believe. A little control weight, make sure of it. You can always sweep it. Hit, roll under, make it even burn more.
Looks perfect. Nice shot for two.
That's a shot for two, yeah.
Okay, so we have proven ourselves worthy of commentating here because that was the better shot.
That was. We concur. You concur? I concur.
I agree with each other. That's nice. Okay, let's not do it too often, though. So boring for the audience. Here on sheet D, the end was just completed. And there is... is he called Cocktails because his name is Collins?
No, you didn't hear this story. You've heard this story, haven't you?
Would I be asking?
Way back a couple years ago in the Dykes, the Francis Dykes men's 5 and under tournament, was Michael's first bonspiel, and he heard about all the partying that goes on, and comes to me in Chris Mahoney's room at 12:30 in the morning, calling people on the phone like, "I thought this was a bonspiel. Where are the cocktails?" We're like, "It's Thursday, Michael. You gotta wait." So he'll never live down cocktails.
Well, he had the right mindset to start.
Yes, he was ready to party,
and he won that end. So he's back in the race.
He's this is going to be good for him.
On sheet 3, meanwhile, a 3-1 advantage to one of the teams.
Okay, we're looking at a possible tap back here, or just a freeze.
That would be young Ben Houtman from Bucks is taking a 3-1 lead after.
Really, another good one for Bucks. Another first-time skip in a big spiel. This is this would be exciting if they both can get a win under their belt. So it looks like just try to draw back or side 4 here.
Oh, I do see that the Wheeler team seem to have a sort of dress code there. There's the white
they
T-shirt
have similar T-shirts.
With cocktails on them. That's an effort. That's an A for effort. I know that many curlers like to dress up. I don't know what it is. But
no, I'm not a big fan of it. You know me, I don't like to dress up at all, Roland.
Oh, come on. Everyone watch your Irish dance when you dress up as an...
Meanwhile, Mark is entertaining the young child sitting in front of him.
Much like my commentary, she's showing no emotion to it.
He's too young to be offended by it.
Okay. Well, we got a pretty good attendance out there on the heckle bench. We got 3. That's better than we have had out there. Again, for you that are not familiar with Bucks County Curling Club, we have the old hockey bench on the side of sheet A, and it gets pretty rowdy, especially come finals time.
It is cold, though.
It's cold, but it also is great for heckling.
So for those of us who are sloshed up nicely, that's a nice place to
be. Yes, to put it in great terms, sloshed up, yes.
And where does heckling fit in with the spirit of curling?
As long as you're not affecting a shot or giving advice, it fits right in.
Yeah.
I know we tend to populate the heckle bench a little bit more when on sheet A there is a Bucks team playing.
Yes. I just saw there, and I'm not a big fan of that. Are you rolling where you delivered wide and the skip moves his broom over to where you threw wide? I already knew I threw wide when I released. I don't need a reminder to tell me I threw wide.
I remember when I started and the skip told me, did you see where I held my broom? And I said, yeah, I was deliberately trying to miss it. That was our last interaction.
Yeah, I don't need to be told I threw it wide. I know it, and you can tell by the outcome that it was wide.
And I'm already embarrassed. Tell me what I'd have to do better.
Yes. You threw nice color.
I don't think many curlers deliberately miss. I mean, maybe at the very high regions now that the game can be thrown a bit more.
Yes.
But at our level, you really like to give the skip what he wants, and unfortunately, our mechanics are not up to the game sometimes. Nice. Oh, just a touch there.
Just a tick, but that actually could help him a little bit. Scrubbed off some weight. It's top 8. I mean, it's clearly.
That actually could be.
I mean, it's a takeout,
I don't
but
know if that's shot though. It's really close.
I think it's not helping.
it
them
doesn't
because
matter. I
it's,
mean, it's
easily
wide open
hit
for a
and
takeout roll under, but
yes.
I think the alternative is probably going to go through. I mean, they were trying to freeze on the back blue or tap it out.
True. Well, we'll never know.
We will never know.
So, curlers know very well that this game is a game of inches, and it's really, it looks easier than it is. Much easier.
Oh, it's not easier than it really is, Roland. It's a tough game. It's only for the experts.
We're beginning skip stones here in sheet B.
And this is where it comes down to. Here are the money shots. All the rest is basically set up and end, unless you can get all your shots you want in, and I just have to throw guards.
I was just going to say, I mean, many a skip would disagree with you. We say the one thing I want to do the whole game
is throw guards. I would love to just throw guards. I would throw 16 of them if it makes me happy. But sometimes you can't do it. This looks like a fine takeout. It's going to roll under. Oh, whoa. They got to get on that.
Yeah, they're on it.
Wow.
Holding that line. They're holding it.
They got it enough, I think, that
That's
it's going to roll
beauty.
under. Yeah, they really held it. That's good sweeping.
A little too far.
Wow.
Maybe jam. No.
Oh,
just
that's
missed that corner
unfortunate.
there.
Just a little too much weight.
They are sitting one, and if they could somehow.
If they could only, the Canadians say, if they only could.
Yeah. Well, we went up to 16. We're down to 9. I mean, I guess it's this riveting commentary that's going on right now.
It's either that or it's the fact
It really, and totally, it's 9, and I don't know if you have your phone on, and I have my phone on, so it's at least 8 of us out there watching. And if any of you 8 are out there still hanging on, feel free to make some comments here. We like to respond to that. It gives us a little fill-in time.
Yeah, it's 10 to 5. I think they're out for drinks.
It's a possibility. I think they just left their phones on.
I think you see the audience pick up at night.
It usually does. Friday night is always a good time for curling. And if I'm everybody, I would tune in at 9 o'clock and follow along and see how some of those teams are going on. I think that one game
Including
that
your
might
team.
be on. Yeah, we'll be out there playing.
What sheet will that be, Mark?
Don't know. Probably sheet C.
All right, so
I think you're on E.
We're on E. Yeah, I'm actually playing in the locker room.
Who you playing?
Don't know.
You're the skip, right?
Yes.
I gotta get it on that. That may.
Oh, dear,
that's on
a
the
little,
guard.
that's a little light. And on the guard. Okay, that gives
who we playing tonight?
that gives the Potomac skip another chance to put one in.
Who?
I didn't play this morning.
He didn't play this morning. Oh, that's right. We're playing another team.
Then I'm going to give you a little more air here to yourself.
What's that? Oh, I know. All right, well, we're looking at a blue still sitting one here. First skip stones.
No, this is the second.
Second skip stone.
Second.
I think he's just
skip
going to
stone
try to
for-
draw under. That's a lot of ice. But I haven't seen that much curl going here. And what you don't want to do is leave yourself hanging out for an easy hit.
Right. But
I mean,
as they say, Mark, I think the force is on at least. It's not a
No.
steal.
it is. It is definitely on. But I don't know if you want to force here. You're only up by 1. That's going to really have to move, and he's light.
Sweepers are on it pretty early.
I don't know if they're going to bring that in that far.
Well, it's coming.
I don't know if it's going to out count. I don't even know if it's going to make it
Nah,
3.
it's
No,
not.
that's light.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it did take a draw port out. It doesn't matter. She just has to touch solid white. I mean, full white. Gets herself 1 here. Ties the game up. There's no other shot here. Nothing to be gained other than just draw in. You've made this shot 3 times already. You can do it again. coming way outside, a smart one. Don't even take a chance of nipping that guard out front. Like I said, she only has to touch the 8-foot.
See what that weight is.
I think the weight, I mean, they were on it, but I think that weight's a little heavy. They're scrubbing again. They're trying to do it for line. Oh, and they're just going to sneak past that guard. That's great, but I might have overswept it for weight. Yeah, that was a double-edged sword there. You had to sweep to get past for the guard.
That'll be a steal of 1 for Potomac.
Just stretching my back. Oh, I didn't even realize Steve's subbing on sheet D.
Yeah, he is in
Who's
Mark Adams.
Oh, okay.
Who I know didn't stick around last night too much for broom sacking as he was performing surgery this morning.
That's always a problem. I have no problem. If you're going to create surgery, you might as well get drunk before you do it. You can't. You got something to blame, right?
There you go.
Right to the button. That's a team that's feeling confident here. This is a great force way of playing this game. Make them do the hit. And you just keep doing the hit, keep doing the hit, keep doing the hit. You can only give up 1.
All right, little report update on sheet C. It looks like Albany just took 2. They're now in the beginning of the 4th end and tied.
All tied up,
at
yeah.
3.
Going controlled weight here. I think she's just a little wide.
Yeah, that is just going to go right on through.
Well, you know what? They, I guess they're going to either come in or try to guard this up.
Yeah, I think that looks like it's a guard weight.
To me, sometimes, Jeff, it feels like if you can't make the perfect guard here, you just wasted that first shot because it's going to take out again. Why not just put it right on top of it or even split it or put something else in the house? I can only take one of them out.
Just like that. That's just how they do it.
That was the perfect guard. But if you don't get that guard, they make that takeout, you just wasted a second stone.
Yeah. I think that may be biting.
Oh, I would definitely measure that. That's for sure.
But
oh, Amanda.
It must be in because it looks like they're going for a hit.
The hit on it. Amanda Gerber is saying go Chesapeake. I hope I pronounced your last name right. If I didn't, I apologize. Yes, I guess we have fans out there watching from the D.C., Virginia area, Maryland area. That's actually a nice shot there. You moved it over. It's clear hit. They're going to try to draw behind. We still are not in the 5 rock rule, so you cannot remove that guard. Yes, Hook Daddy, the beers are still cold.
Johnson shot here.
The weight looks great.
Yeah, looks like it's just going to sneak back there and see if it.
They're going to get on it now. They're going to try to draw this underneath cover, and this is going to be T-line under cover. That's fine.
Very nice shot by Cody there.
I mean, it's still hanging. Actually, you know, you do have a double here if you can just hit this on the outside. But that would take a really nice shot. I think it's worth it. So what do we have here? We have the skip is actually sweeping. So she's probably throwing. She's throwing the last shots, but She's probably a more powerful sweeper than the other one. This is a little narrow. It's going to peel the guard, which is fine, I guess, because now it opens things up.
Came across the top there.
That's actually better. It didn't tap that other blue because the double is still set up.
Yep. So it looks like he's going to put that guard back.
Oh, Amanda is watching from Pasadena.
Wow.
So that's like, what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon there?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice, very nice. It's either 2 o'clock in the afternoon or it's yesterday. I have no idea. I am terrible with time zones.
All right, and Philadelphia just took 3 on sheet A, and now I've opened up a 5-1 lead on Wheeler's team. Looks like we got a guard coming down here on sheet B. We get over to the center line. Doesn't look like it's going to get there. Still
no, and
that double.
The double's still there. I mean, it's now they're like it's begging for the double because the only way you're going to get at it is from that side of the sheet. You really just got to skinny it. It'll roll over. Yeah. I mean, they're calling control. I would hope they're calling control with that broom. That's a lot of ice. Oh, that looks a little heavier than control, don't it?
It does.
Looks like it might be right through the uprights.
Sweepers are on it, but
nah, it's good. It's definitely good from the outside. Are they going to try to catch the? Oh, they did get.
No, they tried to hold that line so you can catch a little piece of that, but didn't quite get enough of it.
Oh, pardon me, Pasadena, Maryland. Did not know there was a Pasadena, Maryland. Wait, now you're going to tell me there's like a Texas, Virginia. I do love your parade every New Year's Day in Maryland, out there in Pasadena.
That is the Tournament of Cherry Blossoms, right?
It is the Tournament of Cherry Blossoms. And where exactly is Pasadena, Maryland? Without me Googling, I would have to lose my feed here.
Well, let's see if our viewer from Pasadena will let us in on that information.
I'm going to say it's somewhere between Delaware and Virginia.
That's a great, great guess there, Mark. Looks like Chesapeake is going to go for that one that's sitting just outside of the 4 foot.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get that one. They're holding it. If they can get this on the inside and roll under, I think it's just going to hit this. Oh, wow.
Oh, actually just.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
still sitting out there.
It's still sitting in. You're exactly right, Jeff. If they could possibly get that, but I'm pretty sure Potomac or Potomac, as Roland would call it, will guard that up. Yeah. Okay, we got an update where Pasadena is. It's south of Baltimore, north of Annapolis, and just west of Japan, or east of Japan.
Very nice.
All right, the first of the skip stones coming up here, or no, is he still vice stones? These are skip stones.
Yeah, still vice stones.
Oh, vice stones, okay. Thank God you're paying attention.
Somebody has to.
This looks a little heavy. The sweepers ain't on it. Looks like this is going to be probably T-line weight. It might actually tick off the outside stone here and drive that one back, which basically means no harm, no foul, other than you put a third one in the house here, Jeff.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you still got the same shot you've been trying for 3 times now.
Yep.
4th time's the charm if I know my luckiness.
see where this is coming in.
They're going to catch it. They're going to catch the nose. It possibly could be a double, and that's a great double. Look at that. Look at that.
Very nice.
Okay, now we're down to our skip stones, right?
First skip stone.
First skip stone. I think they're just going to try to remove this red.
From Potomac.
First one for Potomac, yes. It looks like this could be on the outside of it, so they're probably going to lose the shooter, which is fine. It gives nothing for them to sit on. Here's the problem here. They had their opportunity. They were chasing him outside. Now without removing those front guards, Jeff, they're kind of in a pickle. Or I would even say a big cucumber. I think I'd blow it up. You have two stones here. Blow up those front ones. If you could peel both of them and get it out of the way and lose your shooter. Even if you don't lose your shooter, you have a possible run back. Or you could try to outdraw that. The problem is that they're sitting top 4 foot. I don't know if you can outdraw it.
Nah, the draw would be too hard. To have that many scoring still.
So why not just try to blow up them guards? They're really discussing this. I guess this is a big N here. A lot of times wasting. Again, for you viewers out there, we have a 95-minute clock. You need to finish the 6th end by 95 minutes in order to play 8. If you don't, you only get to play the next end. And we play an 8-end game here. I got to admit, the little baby in front of us is getting all the attention that's going on right now.
Absolutely. It looks like
she's really enjoying that cookie, and who doesn't enjoy a good cookie?
I know. Looks like they're all part of
I know in Annapolis, or not Annapolis, Pasadena, they enjoy cookies and roses and everything else there. They got to go. This is all over the front guard. This is just, it's light and
very light,
and yeah, here's the problem. You're going to really have to, basically you're just going to try to cut them down on the next shot. You've just blocked off all your draw port. Well, maybe not. I mean, there is a small opening there.
Looks like Snyder's just trying to put one in the other rock up in the top of the house. It's going to draw in here. See what kind of maybe frees up the one he's already got.
Well, here's the you want it high. You don't want anything that they could sit on the outside, Jeff. So anything top 12, top 8-ish that cannot outcount your counter stone is fine. If it's anything at T-line, you're sweeping it back to the back of the house so there is not a counter. You want to give them nothing to sit on here. Easily said than done. Sometimes you feel like, hey, it's going to be T.
That looks like it may be coming in a little heavy. See if he's on it for line.
I think they're on it for weight, too. Again, a top 12 shot here is fine. Oh, this is really a fine shot. That is a great shot. Oh, that is really good.
Yeah,
that is
right up to it.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, there is a cowbell. That is a really good shot. That's a great line call. That was a team effort. It was a good line call, a good weight call. gutsy shot there. All you could do is probably draw to the left side here, left side of our viewing angle from where we're sitting at, and maybe cut them down because I don't see no way of you getting in there to count.
Over. Very important to cut them down here. Another steal of 2. Make it come back pretty hard here. It's a team that's throwing real well right now.
Okay, this final shot. This is a big shot here, Jeff. Are they trying to do an angle raise in here?
That's what it looks like.
I mean, I guess either you try to cut them down and just give up 1, or I mean, if you can make this shot, God bless you, but this is a hell of a shot. Well, she's throwing the weight. Well, we don't know. She's going to tick off her outside red. Yeah, well, it's a steal
like
of
another
2.
Steal of 2 for
again, as this is going to be Potomac is going to just keep nipping away here, nipping away, steal 2, steal 1. And eventually you look up, you're down 5, you're down 6, and then before you know it, you're shaking hands.
Looks like we've got a real nice shot here on sheet A. Mark Wheeler just buries one in there in the house behind 3 Philadelphia scoring stones, or stones that were sitting out there. So now Wheeler's hitting 1.
I think it's
and
fully exposed, though. I think you can hit
Yeah.
this. And the problem is you hit this, you're sitting 4, and I don't know what Mark can do to get. I mean, even if they give up 1, it's a win for Philadelphia. I mean, you got to expect that Emily Anderson and Daniel Dunn, we're going to come bouncing back from that opening shocking loss that happened last night. Unfortunately, they're going to end up being in the B bracket, which I'm in right now, and I don't want to really face them coming that way.
Looks like Philadelphia took out that shot that Wheeler just put in there, losing the shooter along the way. So
yeah, that was probably the best alternative that could happen, just lose that shooter. Don't give him anything to sit on and make him draw that again.
Yep, Mark's going to have to throw that same shot and just pull 1 and take it from there.
You know how it is, Jeff, trying to throw the same shot. It never is the exact same weight again.
That's one of the hardest shots in curling.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Come on, Jesus, get over here. All right, they're coming at it with some serious weight here. They're going to just try to remove this red, pick it right out of here. The problem is it could possibly be a jam because it's going to cross over the nose. Yeah. I mean,
called it, Mark. Nice.
They were trying to keep that on the inside. Well, you know what? You're up big. It's not a big deal. That moves out of the way, and you gave yourself a open shot for another takeout here. Sometimes you got to play that and just say, if it happens, it happens. Now they're going to play a guard. And again, if Potomac only gives up 1 here, it's a win. So is Cody strictly curling out of Potomac now? He's not no longer Potomac, Philly, Bucks, Chesapeake, Pasadena,
Correct.
New Orleans, Chicago.
As you talked about just a moment ago with regards to making that same shot twice, Wheeler was not able to do that. It was a little heavy, and Philadelphia took another 3, it looks like.
It's like you made the one shot, you're asking me to do it again, and in the back of your mind, you start thinking, I can't make that shot again.
All right.
I like the inside chip off here. If you just throw this draw just about right.
Sweepers are running it pretty hard right now, trying to hold the
Yeah,
line.
I mean, this is hack line. No, that's just going to be all over the guard. But you know what? Which is good. You actually peeled the. Oh, well, they made it.
Wow, look at that. I just skinnied that guard real.
Just ask for a many beers, too. That was actually great sweeping, Jeff.
It was. They held that.
That was actually a really good shot. Well, we're down to only 10 viewers. I'm pretty sure it's probably.
We were just at 9, so we picked
up. Oh, we went up. Okay.
Or we at 8? Yeah.
I would believe most of these people are out there from the Potomac area, the outside Maryland, D.C., below Delaware, just south of Seattle people, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And if you are listening locally, and come on out to Bucks, come out, have a good time. Tomorrow is our big Kentucky Derby draw, where you can buy. We have our big Kentucky Derby draw tomorrow, where if you watch the Run for the Roses, you can participate in a pool, and you can get yourself a free mint julep. Everybody in attendance gets one. That's the one thing we do here at Bucks. Everybody in attendance for the finals gets a Drambuie, and if you're here on the Crooked Billet, everybody here for the Kentucky Derby gets themselves a mint julep.
And just to add something that's even more of a benefit is I will actually be working bar during that period of time. So
it's even better because you have about 5 minutes of freedom there.
That's true.
That's a good shot. Potomac's starting to feel themselves. They're starting to take control of this game, I believe, Jeff.
Yes. So a little update on sheet D. It looks like our buddy Comrade Cocktails gave up 2 in the third end, and they are tied at 2.
And it's not looking well because he's currently through his last stone, and there's 4 in the house for red.
Okay.
No, he still has 1 stone left. I didn't see it. It was blocked by the one of the curlers on sheet C. But the problem is, if I know Sue, she's going to probably guard up any possibility of Cocktails getting in without doing a run back of something of 6 feet.
So Potomac wants to put another guard up top.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you're sitting 2 right now in the house. You've been stealing. If they can take another 2, I'd have to imagine they maybe might throw the rocks back, and it's going to be handshakes, I would agree.
See what Sue Niedrak's doing over there on sheet D.
If I know Sue, she's a drawer. You played with her or against her in doubles. She can draw well.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they're on it. They're on it for weight, which is great because you want them to control the weight by sweeping. I think this is going to be fine. I think actually this is going to be deeper than probably where she wanted. Nah, this is going to be fine. That's a perfect shot.
And over here on B, rather than a shot at the top of the house, they got one now sitting in the back. Potomac's still sitting 3.
I mean, they still have the takeout here, which looks like it's going to be fine. I think they clear the guard. Oh, no, I don't think they're going to clear the guard.
Yep.
Did you offer me a cookie? Well, thank you. I got to watch my hips. I'm playing earlier or later.
So what do you think here, Mark? They just
Guard
put
it up.
another guard.
Guard it up, or you know what the hell, put another one in the house, for God's sake. How is Sheet C doing for Bucks?
Bucks is up. Young Ben Hellman's up by 1, and looks like they are sitting 2 right now, and on Skip Stones.
That's great. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I do know that the team that they are playing was amongst the folks that were here with me past 3 a.m. this morning.
Another Albany drink team.
Exactly. The Albany teams, there were 2 of them, and 1 team from Utica, which ended up winning broom stacking last night. I did have the pleasure of closing out the bar last night, and the 2 Albany teams and the Utica team were the last one standing.
Okay, we're coming down to it right now. I mean, the last Vice Rock here. She's got to do some damage here. She's got to clear out some stuff.
Well, this looks like this may nose.
Well, she got rid of one. She got rid of 1, and she's now sitting second shot, which is fine. I mean, they're going to guard this up, or why not just take it out and roll over?
See on sheet D what Cocktails is going to be able to do here. He was able to, now it looks like they've given up 4. We are now up to Skip Stones here on sheet B. Kyle Snyder, and then the hack. Looks like he's coming after the Chesapeake rock that was just thrown. That looks like it's coming in nicely. Should get a piece of it and just basically roll over. See if that sticks around. Now it'll come out of the house, but
yeah, I think that's going to roll out.
Joining us now in the booth, it's Chris Mahoney.
Evening. Just filling in while Many Beers.
Well, we're up to 11 viewers now.
Hey, look at us.
Just so you know, Chris, most of our viewers are from the Potomac Chesapeake region.
Well, nobody's perfect. Well, you can hear the call over there from sheet C. Ben Hallman throwing the guard.
It is. Hallman's sitting 3 right now.
Yep.
With the it's like
it's the last rock. Is this Hammer? Oh yeah. Yeah, Hammer.
Yeah,
for,
this is Hammer.
Yeah, Hammer for Albany, drawn against 3.
See what's happening here on Beach. Trying to cut Potomac down a little bit.
I think they're going
to be a little heavy and come sit on that back one, knock that back one out. But
yeah, it cuts them down from 2 to 3. Welcome back, Many Beers.
Oh, yeah, it was a little bit of a emptiness going on there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rental situation that you had to
you
address.
ain't kidding.
Yeah, no. No, I was not.
Congratulations, Chris, on your victory today. Now you don't play till tomorrow?
12:50 tomorrow.
Still in the A event. That's a good thing.
Yep. Well, plenty of credit to, obviously, the whole team. It's been 2 very good, solid team games, I think, so far. But, I mean, obviously, as the second, I would be the linchpin.
You are the linchpin. Without that pin, there is no lynch.
I'm going to let that go.
So over on sheet C, Young Hallman did take 3 and is now sitting, winning at 7-3 in the sixth end here.
Wow, that'll be a big victory for him.
Absolutely.
Cocktails, what ended up happening on sheet D there, Jeff? Did you see? I mean, Cocktails was in a little bit of a dilemma.
Yeah, he ended up coming in, chipping one of the Nidrak stones out, but Nidrak still, I think, took 4.
I don't know. Sarah just basically did hieroglyphics.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what she did.
Yeah, Nidrak took 4. It's 6-2.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, worth. All right, so we've got looks like a draw here from Chesapeake. She's got to put it. Yep, she's got to put it on the pin.
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
got to bite the button.
Yeah, you got to bite it. I mean,
Yep.
I do like coming in this way. You do have something to crash into, maybe.
Not really, no.
I mean, if she's just a hair heavy, if you just clip the guard or, miss it.
I don't know. I think she's just got to touch the button and call it a day. It's simple stuff.
Yeah, what we all do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sweepers think it's light, which is what you want. I mean, you want them to be able to carry it to the button.
It's coming in.
I mean, the line is great.
It's fabulous.
The line is great. And she's not even looking. I think she feels real comfortable with her. And like I said.
It's cutting a little hard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It cut harder than we could think. That's because it was light. That's the problem, yeah.
That still outcounts that back one.
Right.
You're only giving up 1.
But again, it's been nothing but steals for Potomac after the second end.
Yeah, so now it's 6-1 after 5.
So as they're racking them up, getting ready to begin the next end here, Chris, in your game, you went against an Albany team, as is Ben Hallman over in Seat C right now, and they just happen to be the 2 Albany teams that were here with me at 3 a.m. enjoying the revelry.
We appreciate all the work that you do getting our opponents drunk.
So, Chris, I mean, you're a geographical wizard. Did you know there was a Pasadena in Maryland?
First of all, when did I become a geographical wizard? And second of all, no, I didn't.
Okay. Well,
I knew there was a Pasadena in California.
I know that.
And that's
apparently
what Mark had assumed.
All 10 viewers out there believe the same thing, except for Amanda, who lives in Pasadena, Maryland.
Well, there you go. I think the Albany stone over there on sheet C is not quite going to make it. And does anybody else, I mean, watching Ben's pants, do they feel like it's like Dixie Cup?
Yeah, you know what? You want to have the
agree.
wooden spoon,
Well, I was just thinking, like, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you go to the bathroom to get that tiny little 2-ounce cup of water, and it's in that Dixie cup. Like, that's what I was thinking.
I'm thinking of never the little things you got from
the ice creams?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm with you, Chris. That is definitely the Dixie Cup pattern.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So are you giving samples in that Dixie cup at 2 a.m. in the morning?
You're going to have to stop by and find out.
The cats sure have missed me.
Yeah. Gus still wonders where his cuddle buddy is.
I'm not a cat person, but my God, they were warm.
Oh, great draw over there on sheet C, and a great draw over here on sheet B as well.
And over on A, we are on skip stones. Wheeler's sitting 2 right now. Philadelphia coming in for their
It's their second skip rock.
second skip rock.
And actually, well, Wheeler might be sitting 3, but I think you're right, Jeff. I think it's only 2. Can't tell if that blue rock is third shot or fourth.
I think it's third.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. It's tough to tell. The angle's not great.
I mean, it's definitely worth a measure. And if you're down, you're saying it's 3 right now.
Sure, absolutely. But first, Daniel Dutt's going to get a crack at whatever they're calling. I have no idea.
Yep. Over on sheet B, Potomac's doing the right thing, keeping a very clean house here. Don't want to give Chesapeake any potential for a comeback here.
Here's the problem. I mean, you're now playing Philadelphia 1 here, and they, what a shocking loss yesterday. They're going to come into that B bracket with hell and high water. They're going to tear through it.
It definitely has the potential, but the question is, well,
I think it's overcurling a little bit here.
I don't know. I think they're going to get the inside of it. The question is, do they get the roll they want? And they do.
Yes, they do.
I mean, it's still
shot.
open. It's
Sure. It's a nose hit for at least 2, if not 3, by Mark Wheeler. If he's going to get a shot at it.
It's yeah, I believe it's, and I would definitely think that is 3, and that gets him right back in this ball game.
Well, I mean, it's still 8-3, 8-4.
Well, 8-4 is better than 8-1 or giving up 9-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, math.
Cody Johnson coming in with the second shot here. Looks like he wants to take that one out in the back and probably roll his shooter. Again,
Just roll the shooter right the heck out.
You ain't kidding. Don't give him anything to sit on.
Nope. Just get rid of it at this point. Yeah, you don't want to give him back in. That's a perfect shot by
That
Cody.
is,
Well
yes.
called, well watched by
Nice
the
job.
sweepers. Well done.
Everything was well on that.
Yes. Pinky's up.
I didn't even realize Jeff had pointed out that Mark Wheeler is now delivering with a stick. I don't remember when that started.
I don't know either.
I know he did have back problems, and that could be a possibility of why it started.
He might pace this right on the nose. This is looking pretty good as long as it gets by
Oh,
that guard.
no, it's on the guard.
Oh. Yeah, I think Mark's still figuring the stick out.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's without the stick, he's probably one of the best curlers we have here in Bucks. And I mean, now he curls currently in Philly, but I think he's still figuring the stick out.
So Philadelphia stole one there. And
Yeah, but,
I would imagine they'll probably throw these back and we'll see shakes on A.
I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen on 2 of these sheets here is probably going to be shakes after this end.
Yeah, well.
I mean, again, you're not playing until 8 a.m. tomorrow. If you lose, you got nothing else to play for or rest up tonight other than your liver.
True, yeah, poor liver. Wow, it's a heck of a draw over there on
draw
C.
there at C. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Steffenhofer. Steffenhofer? I don't know. Way to go, Mark.
Yes.
Could have used some of those shots from Mark in the dikes this year.
Well, if he misses any of the dikes next year, just remind him of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's who is the fourth on our team?
It's the Byers, Matt and
Oh,
Terry.
that's Matt's wife. Okay.
Matt's mother.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, she doesn't look like she's old enough to be his mother.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you confuse them as husband and wife, they might get a little offended. That's illegal in the state of Pennsylvania.
But in Kentucky, it is legal, and
well, if we were the Kentucky Curling Club, then yeah, maybe you'd have a point.
we'd have one run for the roses and run for probably ugly children.
And this is why we'll never go pro. Well, Albany got one in there over on sheet C to sit third shot, I guess.
I just want to know how I get to play some of these teams later.
I don't know, lose?
I'm on my way to that, trust me.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I believe
That's a real nice shot here on B.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
heck of
that's
a draw.
that's a great freeze.
Yeah, I mean, that rock's not going anyplace now.
Yeah, but you know what? They could just freeze on top of it and give up their one and be happy with it and
Sure.
go on. I think he's going to say he could probably hit this enough to just drive his backstone out and clear.
I mean, honestly,
That's fine.
You could even just peel the guard, give yourself an opening for it.
You got to win-win no matter what you do. And even if you lose all 3 stones, like,
You'd be thrilled.
yes.
I mean, the key is almost just get rid of your blue backing because it's
Sure.
hurting you more than it's helping you.
Yeah, exactly,
So
right now.
I think I like this call to peel the guard. I think that's what he's calling. But yeah, I like peeling the guard. If you get the run
Sure.
back, you get the run back. But just get that get that guard out of the way.
It's a little bit on the outside.
I think he might actually end up peeling his. Oh no!
No, he
peeled the
got
guard.
it. That's
Yep,
fine. That's
there it
fine.
is. Yep, the skip for the Potomac team makes a better door than a window, so I couldn't quite see where the guard was.
Yeah, the way his body actions, I actually thought he was wide. We were going to pick the blue out.
Yeah, all I could see was gray, so I wasn't really sure what was going on.
So now you know what a dog sees.
All right, fair enough. Just, less from crotch level and more from up here. Yeah.
All right, cocktails. Let's get back in this ball game. Come on, guys.
I think he's drawn against one, I guess, with a metric. There's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
It's only his first rock, though.
If I didn't know who he was playing and I saw that sheet out there, you would say knee drag.
Yes. What? Bill's not even there.
I know, but it's still a knee drag.
Sure, that's true. Yeah, just get rid of that top red one, I think. out of the way. You could try for the double, I guess, if you get it by accident, but
Again, I agree with just blowing it up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if they lose their own.
oh yeah, actually losing your own is more helpful than hurtful. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they're.
Yeah.
It's stopping everything right now.
Yeah, I would almost try and slash that top 8 red one into their red one. If you catch the blue one, fine, as long as you get rid of it.
That's a good I mean, that's a good shot there if you
Yeah.
could do that.
Yep.
I mean, this is the safer one. You're gonna get rid of one.
Sure. I mean, you get slightly inside nose on the red. The only problem is then you have a blue behind a red again. But at least your blue is in front of the tee.
I don't know if this is going to come over enough to get nose.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to jam.
They're going to try to.
They're going to try the directional sweeping, but gosh darn it, Cody Johnson just couldn't quite get it there. And they're going to roll out, so now red's sitting 2.
Yeah, I mean, they're still sitting 2. It doesn't matter, but.
Yeah.
Do you put like I'd say, I don't know what you do here. A 2-guard here. You don't want to do anything they can do a run back into.
Yeah, I would think.
Right now, if you could actually put a 1-guard, which no one.
I think it curls a little much for a 1-guard.
I'm actually good, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris, you got to get rid of your empties.
Yeah, all these Miller Lights I've stacked up in front of me before I even got here. I knew what I was doing.
Take my Miller Lite back.
It was his. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I don't know, curling. What?
Well, you know what? They did something.
Yeah, they chipped their own sort of.
They are sitting 3.
Yeah, but 2 of them in the back now.
So you're just going to take out 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, actually, they're pretty well separated. You could kind of get the double, but it does make it. It's hard.
Okay, they're going to take out the 1 in the top 8 and hopefully drive it out to the back 1.
Yeah, that's what I would do. So therefore, you know it's probably a bad call.
I guess, and actually, the way they're coming, maybe they're trying to drive the one that's.
Well, he's eyeing up the double.
He's eyeing up the double. Is he trying to get the double on the back 4 or the back 12?
It looks like the back 12.
Okay.
I think that's the easier double than the back 4 one.
I agree.
Yeah.
The problem with the one, if you try to do the double to back 4, there's a possibility of jam on that blue.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
This is even riveting for the commentators. And we will wake up Chris Mahoney by the 7th end.
Yeah.
Things looking pretty good for Hellman there on sheet C.
Yeah.
Down the skip stones, and
he's sitting
first
2.
Albany stone is came up a little short.
They're on it heavy here. It looks like it could possibly be a noser. No,
I think he's going to get nose.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing ever that could happen.
No, because now, I
Cuts
mean,
him
your
down to
second
one.
shot.
He's sitting second shot.
Yeah, and it's, it's jammable depending upon how you catch it. I mean, I just like nose on that blue one. Or a little to the left of nose on the blue one.
If you could somehow hit the nose and roll over to cover your 1 and the 4 and still count.
No, well, maybe. Or even if you just
nose
to
and
the
roll
left of
over
nose.
and cover the back 12.
12
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
But then he's got,
So then he hits your 4-foot one, and
And
that's
then
fine.
you hit it for
At
3, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you're right back in this ballgame. Although I think with that kind of ice, he's just drawn.
I mean, she does have 2 shots here, right? I mean,
She does.
I agree with you, Chris. I would get rid of the second one right now. Just give yourself a puncher's chance here.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not comfortable with takeouts. We don't know.
Nah, could be. Sweepers are concerned about the weight.
Yeah.
I think they're more concerned about line here because this might crash on top of the blue if it doesn't get here.
A little wick and roll off the blue wouldn't be bad, but
If they could just get it past the blue, it would be fine.
they might.
That could be all right.
Oh,
I think that is past it.
I think that's
that is.
just
I actually
second
do
shot.
think it's shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely
That's second
I
shot
think it's
right
second
now.
shot.
second
yeah.
shot. I think her opportunity to get in 3 just went by the board, but she could possibly get 2.
Not necessarily. I mean, if he hits and rolls out, then you can still rip that blue one.
You could,
Yeah.
yeah. But if he hits and sticks, he's basically
He's
forcing
forcing you to 2.
2.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hammer
You're right.
shot on seat C, and Hellman's going to take another 2.
Wow, they are feeling it right now.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're feeling it so much, Albany's actually shaking.
Wow.
Look at that. Bucks takes that on sheet C.
Congratulations to that team.
Young
That's
Hellman with his first win as a skipper.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Well curled game all around.
That's awesome. He's alive in the bees. Oh, if they can hit and roll under, this would be a great shot. But I think it's a nose shot.
Yeah.
All right, so you make your nose hit here and stick around for 2.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to measure that.
I think it's pretty clear red.
I think it is too.
But yeah, she's just got to hit it. And
And depending on what this shot does here, there may be shakes on this sheet.
yeah,
as well as looking like A, and wouldn't surprise me if there'd be shakes over on D as well, as we are coming down to the end of it. All the games here,
yeah,
nothing really close.
Yeah, the knee drag team got another one in the 5th over there on D, so they're up 7-2 after 5.
Yeah, that was a shame. Michael was controlling that game for the first 2 ends, and it just got out of reach there.
Yeah.
Sweepers are on this pretty quickly, trying to hold that line.
It's cutting hard.
Oh boy, you got to make the shot.
Ruh-roh, Scooby.
Oh
no.
Oh boy.
And
It could possibly be handshakes here.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, 7-1 after 6.
Oh, it is.
And
It is. There you go.
Shake. Yep.
Shakes on the feature.
All right. Well, boys, I guess we're back for draw event number 7.
Yep.
Coming up a little later. Get ourselves a little bit of beverage here, something to eat, and
And you out there in land, please, use the bathroom, get a beer, get some dinner, come back well rested, ready for the next draw. Because gosh darn it, we're going to be coming at you live and in living color. Well, actually, that's not true. We're not streamed at all. You're in the booth, so we're just going to come at you live.
For Jeff Gelman, Chris Mahoney, I'm Many Beers O'Donnell. Thank you for listening, and come on back in about a half hour.